You got a great ass. Were you live?
Yeah, we went live just in time for everybody here. I had a great ass.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
72 degrees. 3 before the hour. What's up, everybody?
Right there. Here, let me pull my shirt up. There you go.
This is the... Oh, God. What a fitting tune. This is Idle Effect episode number 16. That's Jer White.
And Jer White's ass.
That's Jer White's ass. I'm Chuck Ellis, and here we are.
I don't know how we're going to top my ass. We should have stopped the show now.
Over and over and over again, my friend.
I can't figure out how to work the headphones.
Bend over, Jer. Your ass is primed for destruction. What's happening? Did you?
That's the other way around. I think your ass is primed for destruction.
Well, here we are, once again.
Yeah, here we are.
How's it going? You got everything going?
If you're talking audio, video, yes, I believe so.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So, I was going to say,
Before you decided not to? Or?
It's well, I was thinking we should just talk about the elephant in the room right off the bat, right? That's usually the case with elephants.
You're going to have to give me more than that.
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm talking about, there's a hockey jersey hanging up in here. Whose hockey jersey is that, and why? I don't see you as a...
You really want the answer to that question? Because that's going to kind of take a dark downward turn on the show.
Is it really?
But now that you've asked, we're kind of stuck now. So
okay,
thanks,
yeah, I'm
fucker.
sure people are sitting around going, yeah, tell them why the jersey's there.
I'm going through my mom's house because she passed away a little while ago, and that was my sister's hockey jersey who passed away before my mom did.
I see.
So I've hung it in a place of honor, even though I don't watch hockey.
Right, okay.
There you go.
So,
Are you bummed out?
how do I feel now?
Quit?
Right. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, folks.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I get it then, because I didn't see you as a big hockey fan. I saw
can't
hockey
see the puck.
kind of under.
I can't keep up with the puck.
Right. Yeah.
I hear it's very good live.
Yeah, it's fun. I've been to a few.
Did you notice that when you suck on a straw, it's impossible to look tough? You notice that?
Yeah.
I will kick your fucking ass, dude.
Especially when you're holding a pina
As soon as
colada.
I will kick. Doesn't work.
You're at a bar with a pina colada with a big pineapple on it and a straw, and you're like, dude, what you want to start some shit?
Yeah, doesn't work.
Doesn't happen. No. Okay, what I meant by elephant in the room actually is, I from what I hear, we have a new president. So.
Oh God. Yeah, we do, folks. So everybody get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
My God.
They're still on the way here. All I heard about was protests and.
To what end?
I don't know. What's their end game? Do they think they're going to get him to change his mind? I doubt it.
Yeah. You think the military is going to remove him because you guys are, blocking freeways and shit?
Probably not.
No.
So.
And if Hillary had won, would the other side be doing this? No, they'd be like, 4 more years of Democrats.
I hate to say it, but you're probably right.
Yeah. You hate to say I'm probably right. Damn near always right.
Yeah. And I don't see and I don't see the other side really boasting. That nobody's really like, as far as I can tell. I mean, then again, all it is Donald Trump as our president.
President-elect.
President-elect. Yeah,
and it's only been 3 days, and the world hasn't ended yet.
Right.
And the meteor hasn't fallen from the fucking sky. And
all the Marvel movies are still on schedule. Star Wars, DC.
And the last one was actually still good again.
Right. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
So,
I was on Facebook, and some local fucktard was like, okay, we're rallying tomorrow at the park in Palm Springs, and everyone come down and tell all your friends and bring your signs, and I couldn't help myself. I got on Facebook and I said, dude. I said, it's fine if you all want to gather in one place and construct signs and make a lot of noise, and that serves absolutely no purpose, because when you do that, then basically you're all in a congregated little area where we can take you out quickly and easily.
Right.
Without having to go out and find you individually. We can just one fell swoop and you're all gone. And being home in time for like to watch reruns of like The Apprentice.
Yeah. Or Sanford and Son.
No, The Apprentice. Come on.
The Apprentice.
Thank you.
I
Hello.
get it.
Come in late.
Thank you.
The Apprentice. It's not The Apprentice. It's not funny.
Right. The Apprentice.
And then some guy who was actually on Trump's side chimed in. It's like, oh, come on now, let's not go there. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Come on now, don't
spoil
down,
all
y'all.
my fun. But anyways.
Well, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't feel. I was a little shocked at the initial because I thought there's no way. It's just no way, regardless whether you form or not. That. And I thought by 10 p.m. they'd be announcing Hillary was the winner, and we'd all go to bed.
It was surprising and damn funny.
It was a surprise, yeah. And
obviously not funny to everybody, but I thought that was
right. Yeah, not funny to everyone. Yeah.
But you know who was like rejoicing that whole late night into the next morning? Every comedy freaking show, every late night talk show guy, SNL. These guys are like, fuck yeah,
right.
4 years of this shit. It's like cha-ching.
Yeah.
Hit the cha-ching button. It's cha-ching.
It's
there you go.
So
that's what it is.
So I guess I'd be more. I would just wish he was a little for more equality. So he's got the whole grab him by the pussy thing. I mean, I'm a taxpayer. I mean, why not grab a few guys by the cock? Is that? No one's even touched on that. He's no. Tell you what, here's
crickets.
Here's my impression of Donald Trump grabbing me by the cock. It's huge. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you very much, people. Thank you. No, really.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
So he's a shitty president, and he's gonna be like nearsighted too.
Right.
If he thinks it's huge.
So.
All right. Well, what else you got?
Jerry, it's humongous. It's the most luxurious cock. Plush, luxurious. So, anyway, I don't know. What do you? Where have we been? I guess.
I don't know that I like this segment.
Yeah.
Because
when
I haven't been anywhere, I feel inadequate.
That's the thing. It's only going to be a segment if we've been somewhere. So if you haven't been anywhere, that's fine.
I did go somewhere, but I don't know if anybody cares.
Of course they don't care. I went somewhere too. No one gives a shit. But
then that takes the pressure off.
But
where'd you go?
I went to since we the last show. Of course, I went to Alice Cooper. Saw Alice Cooper live, and as usual, it was it was
shitty.
No, it was great.
Oh.
It was phenomenal. He had he brought out the guillotine, the snake. Usually has one nurse. He had not one, but like 6 sexy nurses.
Is this for theatrics?
It's all theatrics.
Because he just needs a fucking nurse on stage. No. He's about to die.
No, it's all for theatrics. Usually his daughter plays the part. The nurse that kind of puts him in the straitjacket, and then he chokes her out and kills her at the end. That's why they kill him.
Nice.
Because usually he kills a nurse during the show. Well, this time he had about 6 of them, like sexy nurses. Maybe the daughter brought all her friends. Something like that. So
that's probably a weird after party, I'm guessing.
But it was a cool show, and I saw it at Fantasy Springs Casino here locally. And I got to tell you,
you don't have to tell me, but you're probably going to.
There's a new game down there. I don't know if you've seen it. And I know it's kind of funny because you probably think I'm going to be going into a Jim Rome sketch here, but the horse racing game at Fantasy Springs.
You mean like the old horsey game?
Yeah.
Like from Laughlin back in the day?
They've got an updated version of it. And it's pretty cool. It's huge. It's huge. Jared's huge.
Stop.
And it's got animated legs. It's probably 3 times, 4 times the size of the old ones. It's a big dome. With a big,
just keep stepping in it,
and the legs that are animated goes around. I run about 3 bets in a row and got up but I was gonna say normally the horse racing game sucks. It's that little dun. Here they've kind of perfected.
That was pretty good. Did you hear that? Wait, stop! You're fucking up my mojo here, right?
I was gonna race with you.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah,
that's not bad.
And it's done that alarm by notes.
You think there's any money in that?
There could be something. I'm sure they're not hearing it like I'm hearing. We're hearing it in our headphones.
Here, wait.
So. And it's down to I'm coming around nighttime.
Okay. I could be a Foley guy.
So, and then I also went to Oktoberfest up in Big Bear.
What month was that in?
So it was in October, although it does run into November and it starts in September. So October. I don't know if you've ever been to one. And it's
I have, but not in a while.
it's kind of like a big German party, and I went there you expect to hear this, and like in most cases you do. You get these German bands like fresh out of Germany. They had one there, and it's I don't know. Actually, honestly, I don't even I don't even know what bands do in Germany when it's not Oktoberfest somewhere, because if we have like 3 bands from Germany at our Oktoberfest up in Big Bear, then every Oktoberfest all over the country and anywhere else must have German bands, like real live, bands direct from Germany.
Why?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming. You would assume, right?
So you're assuming.
Yeah,
which is a far cry from must have.
So what are the bands in Germany doing when it's not Oktoberfest? They must just be sitting around and...
I don't know.
But the one we had, they get up there and they're, all right, everybody, we're going to do... It's time for the chicken dance. And then all they did was play, they played classic rock. It was a band, they're like, here's, Das Boots or whatever from Germany, direct from Berlin. And they were up there playing Can't Get Enough of Your Love and, Light My Fire. And it's like...
Scorpions?
They didn't even... Well, that would have been at least... Yes,
Rammstein?
They didn't. No.
No Scorpions, no Rammstein.
Not that I heard. No. But it's weird when they get up there and... everybody's expecting German music, and they're like, all right, we're going to hold the Steins. It's a Stein game. And then you hear, all right, everybody, all right, California. So, but Oktoberfest, good time. I was in the line for the bathroom, and I was right at the front of the line. And
Is this Chuck's bathroom?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But now that
stealing my gig.
Now that you say. Welcome to an edition of Chuck's Bathroom Adventures. I'm Chuck Ellis. I'm at the front of the line.
When I dance, I really disturb myself.
Was that dancing?
I'm a white guy. That was dancing.
I was going to say, Mel,
that qualifies.
Mel, get up here. Jer's having a stroke. But
that too.
I'm first in line, or I'm right at the front of the line. This girl comes up and she's all, excuse me, inappropriate, I know, but do you have a condom?
Wow.
And I'm like, no, I don't. I
did 5 minutes ago.
No, I'm the pullout king. I don't. But she's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm really embarrassed to ask, and I'm sorry. Are you here with your girl? I'm like, yeah. She's in there now, and she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, and and then, so I'm wondering, like, this is kind of odd. But then she goes, do you mind if I go? So I'm wondering if that was just a whole ploy just to get to the front of the bathroom line. It's like, did you mind if I go in front of you and just go in the bathroom?
I think you let her off easy.
What did I do?
I think you should have said, yes, I do. What do you need it for?
Aha!
And then make her actually go to the next level.
Yeah, bring the guy over and said, well, this is the guy.
This is the guy I'm going to pop. And, yeah. And I made her earn it.
Well, I wasn't really
You
doubting
let her
her.
off
At first, I wasn't doubting her, so I didn't.
Did she look slutty?
Did she look like a tramp?
Yeah, I just assumed, yeah, it's the real deal. She really needs one.
Yeah.
But it could have just been she was making conversation.
But then again, she's like a real whore. She wouldn't go to the trouble.
Right. Yeah, she just why just
stuff it in there.
Just go. Yeah. So, and
or in my case, just go once.
But I gotta say, if you haven't been, Oktoberfest had the only weird thing is that there was bands outside too, and that was all country. So, which I know you would love, but
except
not so much my thing.
Yeah.
So there was a country band there playing. I saw 20 years ago at one of my boss's parties. I walked up and I said, "Hey, you guys the same doo-wah writers that played at Camp Blixeth 20 years ago? That's us. How's it going? So,
doo-wah writers.
They were called the doo-wah riders.
Of course they were.
So at first I was like, these aren't the same guys, because I pictured in my head, I had them pictured young. I'm like, these guys are they're a little older, a little heavier. I'm like, oh wait, it's been 20 years.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. So.
Except for me, I lost like 20 pounds, dude.
I am
fucking svelte right now.
Yeah.
Damn, I look good.
Hot damn.
Hot
yeah.
damn. You think it's like Oktoberfest in Asgard, like all the time? Just like constant Oktoberfest in Asgard.
I would imagine so. Yeah. It seems like it, because whenever Thor's
you go there, they're just partying.
Whenever there's not a fight, they're at a big giant 20-yard long table full of ales and grapes and
I'm guessing
and chanting and
they've never heard of like AA.
right.
In Asgard.
They don't have
They
no.
have no clue what AA is and don't want to know.
Well, there would be AAA. It'd be Asgard and Algonquins.
No, you had to go there.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Low hang. Was it LHF? LHF. Dude.
LHF, bro.
LHF.
Low hanging fruit. So where did you go? You said you went somewhere.
Well, I can tell you, and you'll know where it is.
Uh-huh.
No one else is going to know where it is.
Okay.
I went to Laughlin, Nevada.
Nobody knows where that is.
It's on the river.
It is.
It's on the Colorado River.
People know about Laughlin.
No, people used to know about Laughlin when you couldn't gamble anywhere.
Anywhere now that you can.
Now you can gamble like 2 miles from here. No one cares about Laughlin anymore. But they had a big car show, and I wanted to take the Street Fighter out for a little cruise.
The Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Yes, my car has a fucking name. Deal with it. So we took the Street Fighter down to Laughlin. Actually won some hardware, so in your face.
Oh, I thought I saw a picture of you holding a trophy.
Damn right you did.
So nice. Congratulations.
Yeah. And let's see. Right when we got there, we were like starving Marvin's, so we went straight to the buffet at the Tropicana. Which,
what are the odds?
Yeah, I know. Which used to be the one hotel you liked the most with the train shit. What was it called back in the day?
I really like the
only one on the left side of the road.
Yeah, it used to be the Ramada Express.
The Ramada Express.
No, it's the Tropicana.
Now it's the Tropicana. Yeah. So we stayed there. So we went to the buffet there, and walked up and paid for our buffet up front, and then the hostess comes over to take us to our table. And when I saw her, the very first thing that popped in my head is, wow, this girl works on trade. She's on the bartering system here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, and I'm sorry, because I'm not exactly, well, no, I am thin now, but I was fat once.
Right.
And I'll probably be fat again.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, fuck all you fat people. No. From the back, it looked like she was wearing like those dual sleeping bags that you can get where 2 people sleep in like side by side.
Right.
Yeah. That's what she looked like she was wearing from the back, like dual sleeping bag pants. It was not anything to do with that.
No.
That thought never crossed my mind. Because it was like almost 9 o'clock at night, so we were getting in late, and then I saw her, and I thought, I just fucking hope there's something left.
Right.
Because I think it's been picked over at this point.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's not PC, but we're not PC.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no, it was good, and elephant in the room. No. Wow, is that my mic?
I think so.
My mic just took a big shit. Shitty equipment. No, shitty equipment straight to dead air.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Shitty equipment.
That's what it needed. Other than that, took a walk down by the river after we ate. There were gnats that were like, and if you're not a Star Wars person, you won't get this, but they were like the size of like Geonosians. Or is it Geonosians? I think it's Geonosians.
Right, yeah.
They were fucking huge and everywhere. And
similar to parademons in the...
You know how the sidewalk goes along the river, and it's that long stretch. You can see people for damn near a mile as they snake their way up between all the casinos.
Yeah.
And for a mile, all you see is just, and this is not going to help you on the internet, but on YouTube, all you see is this. People, it's just everyone's doing this, like they're just having a freaking stroke, because they were huge. And then you walk in the casinos, and like for the first 100 foot in every casino, all the walls are covered in them inside, because you can't keep them out. It's like, it was nasty. It was bug city.
Sounds like a good time.
It was a good time was had by all.
Yeah.
Mostly the bugs. Anyway, that's what I did.
Any H&P and any hovering pouncing on the roulette tables out there?
A tiny bit.
Did you give it a try?
A tiny bit.
Yeah.
We actually won, I think. Yeah, we won.
Did you win and continue, or did you just grab your money, walk away?
Once, walked away, and
never looked back.
She hit Keno, I hit Keno. She hit a slot machine, some puppy dog slot machine that looked totally gay. But I mean, it was a free trip and then some.
Okay.
We came in with their money, which is very rare for Laughlin.
Well, nice.
Thank you.
Good job. Very rare.
It had nothing to do with my skill, but whatever, I'll take it.
Didn't use a system?
I like free money.
Because you had a system. Did you use it? Did you
My
win on
system doesn't work
Doesn't
anymore.
work? Yeah, okay. Used to.
It used to. It used to kick ass.
I think that, yeah,
they
got
caught on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuckers.
Well, we could get into some Strange, if you like.
We could. I've seen it twice. You've
How
seen
was
it
it?
twice. Well, you've seen it twice. What do you mean, how
Actually,
was it?
I didn't get to see it twice because it sold out because it was Tuesday. We saw it together, so I've only saw it that one time. You know how Cinemark does the 550 Tuesdays?
No.
Well, it's sold out. Every movie is 550.
Oh, so you tried to get cheap, and
Right.
you paid for it.
Yes, yeah.
Fair enough.
So, but I
So you
remember
busted out
enough.
strange magic for this? That's not an obvious choice.
Not at all, huh?
Yeah.
So
very nice.
So Marvel has dropped it with all the commotion in the new presidential election and all that stuff. Strange magic.
Anyway,
So with all that happening in the with the new president and all that, a Marvel movie dropped. We got a new Marvel movie,
we did.
and we got Doctor Strange, and I tell you, I liked it.
I was waiting for something more revelationist than that.
Really?
I tell you,
I liked it. Didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. I thought it was,
well, it was Doctor Strange, so it wasn't going to be Avengers.
It's right, yeah, and it's you gotta remember. It's really cool that we live in a world that Doctor Strange is a mainstream movie and it's done, it looks so well visually, got these big time actors and stuff like that. Because there was a time you would have thought, no way, Cumberbatch.
Cod!
So, but
my name is Cod.
So this that was a big shock. That was a big surprise.
Yeah, no one said that.
Pulled that one out, but yeah, Dr. Stephen Strange.
He's kind of a tool.
Gets it. He is an asshole. He's got an attitude.
He's a douche.
Which just brings it. It's like a similar to the Iron Man story. You got kind of kind of an ass, and then gets himself in a little bit of a predicament. But
not a lovable ass like Tony.
Right. Yeah, he was just a dick.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah. And he
and doesn't drive well in the mountains.
No, he doesn't. No. Well, he's texting while he's driving. He's on the
get?
phone. That's what happens,
You
people.
get powers.
So yeah, you
everyone
get
go out and
superpowers.
text,
Yeah,
drive, get superpowers.
So, but yeah, he gets his hand. He's a he's top of the line surgeon or what and he gets in this accident. Basically, gets his hands a little jacked up, and I like how he's basically what is he?
Okay.
He's like resentful that that no one else is as good as him, and his hands are fucked up, and nobody can fix him. He's like, no, we can't do that. He's like, I can do it.
Sure, it wasn't gay.
And he might have been a little gay too.
No.
So, but I thought he could have went. You kind of heard his British accent coming through.
Did you?
A little bit, every now and then. And I kind of thought, why didn't they just make him be British? Like,
What difference does it make?
that would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows in the comics if he actually had a
Especially
British
if he had a
accent.
dick. If he had been a Brit dick, that would have just played right into it.
Right, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Britons are all dicks.
So, but I'm trying to figure out where this was in the timeline when he got in the accident, because that has to be years before current day.
Don't be one of those guys.
Well,
Don't try to cram it in.
it's important.
Timeline.
It's
Why is it
interesting.
important? Oh, interesting maybe.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
important. Interesting, I'll give.
Okay,
it.
maybe it's not important, but it is
I'll give you
interesting.
Sure.
Well, he's cruising along the mountains right before the accident, and he's on a phone call, from what I remember, right? And somebody's giving him potential patients.
And they give you a big clue of where the timeline is right there.
Right there, they say experimental a current army colonel with what
Right.
was it, a spine,
Right.
severed spine and experimental armor.
On a war machine.
Yeah, but that's not Captain America Civil War. That's not Rhodey. I think that's because it's experimental armor. So I think it's prior. I think it's going back to Iron Man 2.
No, I don't think so.
Because it's got to be way before the events of.
No, because he got hurt. Remember, Vision takes him out in Civil War.
Yeah,
and he's just getting
but
back to learning how to walk and shit again.
Yeah, but Doctor Strange's accident happened before the events in that. It had to happen years ago. Well, because he had to have all that training. His hands had to somewhat heal. He had to go through all this training. By the time he becomes Doctor Strange, Civil War is just recently happened. I'm thinking so.
I think you're wrong.
If you watch in Iron Man 2, there's a video where the guys they're in the armor and they're trying out. They're showing a video of a guy in experimental armor and it twists. Remember, it twists his spine. I think it's that guy.
No, you're reaching.
And he's older. They're saying the guys are. He's younger. He's saying
they wouldn't go that big.
Colonel in his 30s.
They want to connect.
They totally went that big.
No, they want to connect.
They'd go vaguer.
No,
if they could.
That's not a word. They want to connect to the Avengers movie as soon as they can.
Yeah.
So they go to Rhodes right out of the gate to let you know that they're in that universe.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Rhodes and you're wrong and suck it.
I don't know.
I'll bet you $20.
Well, I don't know if okay, I'll bet you $20. Yeah.
All right, $20.
Okay, we're shaking.
Yeah.
So
$20. It's Rhodes.
And then they mention.
Plus, you have to say that I'm the best when I win.
I'll just say you're the best now.
Well, that takes all the fun. You have to say I'm the super bestest when I win.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Fuck that.
Totally
forget it. Bet's off. It's off the table. There's also about a girl with an electronic implant in her brain that got struck by lightning. Now, who the hell is that? That I don't know.
Your mom?
I hope so. That'd be awesome. But no. So maybe that's kind of a new origin for Captain Marvel. Maybe that's gonna be her.
Or maybe it was just some random chick that got hit by lightning.
It had to be something. It has to be an Easter egg of some sort.
It doesn't have to be. It may be.
You don't think they'd?
But it's not. It doesn't have.
They'd
to.
have
This
us
is
out.
not fucking Russia.
Because they're going to have us out scurrying trying to find this out. You think it's just
they're having
nobody?
You out scurrying. You're the one that gets sucked in by this trivial shit.
I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's people out there.
Yeah.
Wondering what the hell's going on.
There's 3 or 4 of you.
So, and the ancient one, Tilda Swinton. They went that was obvious. Although they never. I don't think it was ever confirmed until the movie came out that she'd be the ancient one. Now in the comics, the ancient one's like a Fu Manchu guy, like the basically the stereotypical, Asian guy with the beard, Fu Manchu, that guy.
Yeah, I was with you.
So
right there from the beginning, you could have stopped right there at Fu Manchu,
but they didn't want to go with that stereotype, so they avoided that. But there is a little Fu Manchu guy standing there or sitting there that we think is the ancient one, or Benedict Cumberbatch. What's his name? Doctor Strange thinks is the ancient one. He's all, oh, ancient one. Mm-hmm. Thank you for, and then he just gets up and walks away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But how about the? Did you see it in 3D?
I did, and we saw it together first.
Right.
In standard.
Standard, yeah.
Well, in XD, but standard.
Right.
But after seeing it, I thought, okay.
Reclining seats, but still standard.
With the hole in the bottom of my popcorn, but
right.
still standard.
Yeah.
I didn't care. Reclining seats. But after seeing it in standard, I thought, okay, now this is just going to blow my mind when I watch it in 3D. And it did. It really doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't.
No,
Shit.
it really doesn't jump off the screen.
I was hoping you were going to say,
no,
dude, fucking A, you got to see it in 3D.
No, you really don't. You could see it in standard.
Even when he's going through the different dimensions,
it doesn't.
You're not.
I mean, it's okay.
You're not entranced, like, oh my god, Dave.
But it,
whoa, bro.
Yeah, none of that.
Maybe we got to see it baked.
We can do that now.
Let's get some.
After last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Prop 64.
We can totally see it baked.
We can rock. Fucking Hey Johnny, you know what I'm saying?
I think I do.
Walk right in there. Well, I'm thinking, yeah, we can get weed, but LSD is that legal too?
No, that's not.
Are all the drugs on the table?
Way to go right there.
Because I was gonna say, let's just keep fucking hitting it another level up until we find.
You wouldn't know what to do with yourself on LSD.
I would fucking trip out.
Too much of a puss.
I'd have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they have it at 40x in LA, which that's that kind of sploogevision where shit happens, shit gets pumped into the.
Yeah, I don't need that.
You get the smell of burning rubber if during the accident, and you get if it's snowing, it literally fucking snows. They drop ice and shit in the theater.
It's a movie.
You don't need any of that.
It's not a vacation. It's
I'm thinking I need to experience that once.
Well, maybe.
And maybe not this movie.
With the right movie, maybe.
But I think we might have to experiment the next time. Maybe if it's not this one, maybe next big movie that comes out, we'll experiment, and then we'll go to the movie.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh, hey.
You could see it coming down Third Street. It's like he's gonna fucking go gay right here.
He's going gay. He's going, Jer, get out. He's going gay. He's going gay.
Get The gayness is coming from inside the room.
But now, was the movie magic enough for you? Was there enough? Because
Dude, it was too. I don't like magic. I'm not a magic guy. Maybe it's because my old girlfriend left me because she played too much World of Warcraft.
She was dating a magician, and it's like, fucking, I hate magic.
I hate these fucking rabbits coming out of his hat.
Fucking cards, fucking tricks.
I don't believe in magic. I'm not a magic guy. I'm not a fantasy guy unless it's football.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Right, yeah.
But fortunately, they tied just enough science to it with the ultimate dimension
To make it believable.
to make it okay to be magic.
Yeah.
Because it's not really, they're just drawing power from other universes.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's not magic, it's just really funky science.
Really crazy fucking psychedelic science.
You know, so that made it alright.
Yeah. But it seemed like they didn't have that many tricks. Like, or I'm sure they do, but they didn't show us that many. Like, everybody had those rings of sparklers.
Right.
Everybody could make sparklers and
Everybody had fireworks.
and jump through into a portal.
Yeah.
Which, if you can do that, you must be able to do all kinds of shit. But the bad guys, all they had were these kind of invisible spears.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you just have a regular spear? Why do you need that ghost spear? But, whatever. I mean, that's their weapon of choice, I guess. and Doctor Strange had the magical whip or whatever,
Sling ring.
Sling, yeah. Or remember he made the rope. He was using a kind of a sparkly rope, basically.
You're making this sound gayer, but you really are.
And then when Mads Mikkelsen was kind of in that bondage thing, and Cumberbatch was whipping him with the magic rope. And
Why do you keep saying Cumberbatch?
It's a Kevin Smith thing. I'm stealing it from him. He's,
All right.
he's
leave Kevin.
I've heard since they cast Benedict Cumberbatch for this movie, he's been saying Cumberbatch, so it's stuck in my head. I can't help it. So that's why I'm. But now what about the humor? Was it funny? Seems like
here and there.
Funny at times. It seems like a few of the jokes might have felt flat a little bit. But
Yeah.
I really liked the one where it was like Mads Mikkelsen, the villain, forget his name.
He's always a villain too.
Right, yeah. He said, we haven't met Mr. And he's all, it's Doctor. And he's, Mr. Doctor. And it's strange. Could be. Who am I to judge? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Although he's actually not a bad person in in Rogue One. He's actually a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy in that. Yeah,
Well, a good guy forced to do bad things.
Forced to do bad things. Yeah, we've all been there though.
I've never been there.
No one forced your hand. You were the forcer. So
yeah, what are you? You're on a roll tonight. I think you need to slide over a little
the
bit.
role of gaiety.
I'm telling you, man.
Now the night nurse, a lot of people thought she might be
Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel McAdams.
Uh-huh.
She was good for the time she was in there, and a lot of people were thinking she might be she might play Clea, which is Doctor Strange's wife. So that may be in the future. I don't know. Maybe they'll just give her that name, but I don't know. I'd like to see Clea in the comics. That's got to be a really, really hot chick. I don't
like Gal.
Hello.
Hell was that?
Maybe just when you say gal, it makes that noise. Oh, it was your computer.
Yeah, it was my computer.
Okay.
I say gal and I get an erection.
Like gal. Like gal?
Pretty much. I went and saw that stupid Keeping Up with the Joneses movie just because
with Gal Gadot with Wonder Woman?
And it was lame and not funny and predictable and a really shitty Mr. and Mrs. Smith ripoff or whatever, what's their couple name?
Brad and
Angelina. Yeah.
I'm sensing a butt coming though.
Back when Angelina was hot.
Was Gal Gadot?
She's Gal Gadot. And there's like a 10-minute scene with Lois Lane in the dressing room.
Lois Lane. Oh, the chick that plays
is.
Lois Lane.
She's Lois Lane.
Okay,
The name
she's
she's
Lois.
in, she's Lois Lane.
Margot Kidder? She was.
Yeah, Margot Kidder. You're such a tool.
Clark.
And for like 10 minutes when she's in this long, man.
So
hotness.
I
Total freaking hotness.
I have seen the trailer, and I saw a split second of that made me think.
Suffer through that movie.
I gotta see
just
that
for
movie. I
hotness.
gotta suffer through that movie.
I'm telling you, it is. She's amazing.
Well, I'm down.
You
Let's
won't
go-
be. You go see that, and you'll be anything but down. You will be up.
Well,
Anyways, back to the point.
well, yeah. Now, in the cloak of levitation, what do you think of that? Was that pretty cool, or was that?
It seemed Harry Potterish to me.
Did it?
And
A little bit, yeah, I guess so.
So that kind of crossed the line a little goofiness.
Right,
there,
right,
but
yeah.
whatever.
I thought it was pretty cool, except and it was cool how it guarded him from the little ghost knife that the guy was, trying to stick him with.
Yeah, it was adorable.
But it seems like there was other times where it didn't do anything, and it could have helped him, but it didn't. But hey, whatever. It's a movie, right?
Who are we to judge? Oh, it's us. It's what we do.
Right. And then inside the room,
Inside the room.
inside the room that the cloak of levitation was, you got a glimpse of the Black Knight's helmet, which is kind of cool.
That was cool.
So-
I didn't see it.
None shall pass. Yeah,
That wasn't that.
not that Black Knight. The one from the helmet from the Black Knight from Marvel Comics.
Helmet.
Yeah, I bet she gives great helmet.
Helmet.
So maybe we might see the Black Knight, or maybe it's just there to tell you, yes, he exists in this universe.
Man, you are just bored beyond belief. You're just picking this thing apart.
Well, that's what we do here. It's a breakdown of
That's what you do.
Doctor
I make fun of
Strange.
you while you
Right.
do it.
Now, and if I don't like it, know what I'm going to say? Jer, I've come to bargain. And then I'm going to replay. What'd you think of the Dormammu? The little scene there.
Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Say it right.
Shamu.
Whatever.
Shamamu. Dormammu.
I don't know.
It was
Kinda-
what it was.
It was what it was. It was kind of like their shitty version of
Parallax.
a Parallax. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
That's the first thought that popped in my head when I saw the face. Was there's Parallax.
Or Fantastic Four.
Oh, Galactus.
Galactus.
Right.
Kind of their version of Galactus.
Galactus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think what it was, if you look, the face was actually, it was Doctor Strange's face. He was taking his form. I mean, it was obviously a fucked up evil version, starry faced version.
How do you get that?
It was. You don't think so? I'll bet you $20. Oh, right now I'm gonna be $40 richer here.
I saw no resemblance.
No?
Dude.
Yeah, it was Benedict's face. Because he doesn't. I mean,
It totally
Dormammu is the. He doesn't really have a physical form. He is that whole dimension, right?
Now, see, I wouldn't mind if you said something like, I think he was taking, Cumberbatch's face and use it as his own face. But you don't say it that way. You say, it was his fucking face. Like,
It was
if
his
you
face.
don't fucking believe me.
Yeah, done deal.
You
End of
kiss
story.
my ass, you fucking bitch.
End of discussion.
Don't be so sure of yourself.
Okay.
Because it's annoying.
Well, I was speaking with the producers, and they're the ones that told me. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I
Speaking
think.
from your knees.
Here's my theory.
There you go.
And
I can go with that.
I could be wrong. I could totally be
And
wrong. Yeah,
very
and
possibly
there's a
too.
good chance I am. I probably don't know what I'm talking about
Vegas
here.
odds are not in your favor.
But I think that might have been Cumberbatch's face.
All right, I can go with that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay. All
you're
right.
wrong,
Yeah.
but I can go with the way you did it.
Okay. Well, that's what I think. But yeah, he seems like he got. I don't know how long. How long of a sequence was that? Like, was it 10 minutes that he got killed 1,000 times, or was it years? Like he would, Dormammu, I've come to bargain, and then he'd kill him, and then he came back again. He killed him 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways. Do you think he was in there like for 10,000 years, like being killed, and then he comes out and he's like, I've saved the day, and they don't even know that he's been, or do you think it was like 10 minutes and Dormammu was like, fuck, I can't handle this, fuck, let's end this, what do I need to do? I'll just go away?
I don't know. But it's okay that I don't know.
If your life depended on coming up with a theory on what that was, do you think it's somewhere in between 10 minutes and 10,000 years? Probably so.
I think the time is relative, so I don't think it matters.
Really? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Deal with that.
I'll buy that.
For
So,
$1.
well, I would like to think that he was in there for quite a while, so he comes out
Obviously.
a lot wiser, because he's had. right before he gets killed, he has time to think about shit and ponder and I don't know.
Oh, God. I need to get you a puppy or something.
So oh,
that's right. You have 3 dogs.
I have 3 dogs.
You need like a 4th dog or something.
I'll take
something
Scruff.
to take up your time.
You got the little white one. I like the little white
Scruff,
one.
right? I've been trying to pawn that white freaky dog off on you.
You don't want to get rid of that dog.
I so do.
You'd be heartbroken. You'd be crying for your dog back.
Yeah.
Now, the Eye of Amagado is an Infinity Stone. We found that out, right?
We did.
Big shocker, surprise, or did you know that? You figured that out?
Well, I didn't figure it out, but when it happened, it was kind of like, well, that makes sense.
Yes, yeah, right, yeah.
An Infinity Stone gets rolled out in just about.
I guess
every Marvel
something
movie.
had to be an Infinity Stone in
It's
that movie.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But this movie is kind of like Ant-Man. Went in, not expecting much.
Right.
And came out, going, okay, nice job, cool.
Cool, right on.
You think that fucking DC looks at movies like Doctor Strange and Ant-Man and go, fuck.
Yeah.
We can't even do
Superman fucking Batman.
We can't even do shitty Marvel movies. If we could just make one of our big named movies go over as well as like fucking shitty Ant-Man or Doctor Strange, we'd be fucking styling.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
Because if DC tried to roll out Dr. Fate now, everybody would be all, oh my god, and
But it doesn't matter because they don't know how to tell a story.
yeah.
DC has not figured out how to tell a fucking story yet.
Well, maybe they will.
That's all Marvel does. They know how to tell a story.
Yeah.
So, you can keep rolling out characters and keep doing a good job because you can tell a freaking story.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, the trailers look amazing.
It does.
And I'd love to get my hopes all up, but I fucking know better. So I'm not doing it until they show it to me. And you get to stare at 2 hours of her hotness, and that's not going to hurt. But if it don't have a story, I'm not going to belly up to this freaking mic and say, well, you know what? That was awesome. Nope, it was just hot. There's a difference.
Well,
so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Damn.
And we've got...
I'm
he's
already
pissed.
pissed off about a movie
Yeah.
that's not even out yet. I'm pissed.
So we've seen we only got one more Infinity Stone left. I think it's the Soul Stone. The Soul Stone.
Couldn't help yourself. Did you grab yourself when you did that?
I did. It was huge. It was
Stop.
so. Which I'm assuming that's going to come in Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok. I don't know if we'll see that in Guardians, or not. But we got one more stone to go.
So I was a little confused. Why is Odin lost on Earth? Why is Loki back on Earth, and why is Odin lost on Earth?
I'm guessing because Loki.
No, don't guess. Tell me exactly how it is. Because
I'll tell you how it is right now,
there you
Jer.
go.
Spoilers, everybody, because this is fucking.
No.
Well, Loki goes back to Asgard, disguised as one of the Warriors 3 or whatever the Thor's buddies are.
Right.
He somehow overtakes the throne, and Odin is banished. I'm assuming it's Loki's doing, and he probably wiped his mind, threw him down there. Took away his.
Well, I guess that's better than I don't know.
I mean, I'm guessing. Plus, his wife is dead. Maybe he's just fucking having a hard time, and
Yeah, maybe he's had enough.
He's turned
Go to Earth and party.
he's turned to heroin, and
I'm
to
gonna find that
smack.
chick that my son was with.
Up-
I'm
yeah.
gonna knock
I'm
that.
gonna,
Yeah.
because that's the way we do it in Asgard.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello, Jane Foster. Let's get down. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Maybe we'll find out.
Speaking of Thor, one of the after the mid-credit scene, we get a shot of. I'm assuming that's a outtake from Thor Ragnarok. With Thor, where Doctor Strange and Thor are talking, and
That was what I was referencing.
and
Yes.
he's like, okay, yeah, okay.
Thanks for
I guess
keeping up.
Makes sense.
That's some nice party
So he's like,
bits for you.
so Earth has wizards now, and he's like, yeah, well, I'm the guy that keeps tabs on people like you down here, so you enjoy your beer there. So we get Thor. Thor shows up.
And once again, the guy, and I don't know his name, but you probably have it on your little paper there, Captain Research.
Mordo.
The
black
guy
guy?
that played, the guy that was the bad guy in Serenity,
Yeah.
and then was a good guy again in 2112,
Uh-huh.
and now is a bad guy again, apparently.
Well, he was a good guy first, and then he got pissed because
I'm
Tilda.
cutting to the end here.
Well, I'm just helping everybody that just doesn't want to see the movie.
The crowd we talked to has already seen this movie at least once, if not twice.
Okay.
So don't help.
So
them
yeah,
out.
Mordo looks like he's going to be a bad guy, and he what does he say? There's too many magicians now these days.
And he hates mechanics.
He hates right.
Yeah,
So
can't stand mechanics.
I was wondering if he was in Vegas, and he's like, there's too many magicians. We got Copperfield, we got Lance Burton, Penn and Teller.
Really?
Where's Doug Henning when you need him?
There are days where I can't stand you.
I know, huh?
Most days I can.
Doug
There are
Henning.
days where
Illusion has
I wanna
become
beat you with a
reality.
blunt fucking instrument.
So that's the final end scene.
So anyways,
So
to sum up,
What about him though?
what about him?
You were gonna say something about that guy,
No,
Mordo.
I just said that he came full circle from being a bad guy to good guy, bad guy once again.
Bad guy again, and
But he's always good in everything he does.
he's good at being
He's good at being him.
right.
He's good at playing whatever
He-
part he's paid to play at in that movie. He does
Which-
a damn fine job.
Which is all you can expect.
Yeah.
So, where would you rank this one on the Marvel films? Is it in your top 5?
Top 5?
Top 5, top 6, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to sit here and think about all the Marvel films.
Well, we don't want you to do that.
I know, because it would take too long. There's not... I mean, it'd be easier to say... I can't think of... With the exception of maybe Iron Man 3. Every Marvel movie I've seen has been at least good.
Right.
If not
Yeah.
great, fantastic.
Yeah.
And even Iron Man 3, I had to go back and watch it again, and I may have judged it a little harshly, but
Warmed up to it.
warmed up to
second
it
time around.
some, but I still think it's the worst offering of all the ones I've seen. Just because they tried so hard to just, okay, here's Tony without the armor. Here's, he can still be a badass, but here's his vulnerable, and here's his fucked up psyche, and here's, like, I don't care.
We don't want to see that shit.
I already knew that shit. Just,
Yeah. Never again, our DJ.
What the hell was that?
Never again, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to spend too much time out of the suit and show his face.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But anyways. No, it was alright.
If you're going to show your face, be inside that little, where you're in the helmet and they're just showing your face.
It was very Ant-Man-ish.
Was it?
Yeah. It was, I would consider it a sidebar, Marvel movie.
Right.
Not a mainstream Marvel movie,
Mm-hmm.
but a good movie.
It was cool, yeah. And it's an origin story, so you don't really get the hero until midway. You don't get him in full costume doing shit. So
DC would kill for a movie this good.
Yeah, it was still. Iron Man 3 was still probably as good as the best DC movie. Maybe, I don't know.
So, anyways,
It's hard to say.
that's Doc Strange.
That is Doctor Strange for you people. So there you go.
So
what you got?
I got a PSA.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, is fucking right. So here's what I usually do when it comes to like either Sunday night or Monday night when the games are on, football games.
Right.
I'll watch the first half, and then the minute halftime hits, I run and jump in the shower and blow through a shower real quick and get back in time for the start of the third quarter.
Yeah.
That's my gig.
That's a good gig.
And it's been going fairly well up until a couple of nights ago. When I jumped out of the shower and I'm drying off real fast, and it's my fault. I should know better. I'm a 55-year-old man. When you get to the ball sack area, you need to slow down.
Of course.
It's kind of like the school zone.
Yeah.
You need to slow down. And I did. I just powered right through. Took myself out. I'm telling you.
Literally out.
Took myself. I was on the bathroom floor. I took myself out.
Oh, shit, I didn't know it was possible.
I didn't know either.
I know it's painful. I know
was laying on the bathroom floor going, fuck, I didn't know that was possible. Or,
I didn't know it was possible.
yeah.
Well, I know it can be very painful, but I didn't know. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, so guys, slow down when you get to the ball sack.
When you...
Just trying to help.
Right, thank you. The more you know.
The more you know.
I really wish I had that little sound
The
effect.
slower you go, the more you know.
The more you know. It's close as I can come.
Do you have news?
Well, yes.
Could you be possibly talked into giving it up? Or do I have to, beg?
Let's get into some news, Jer. Now,
Besides Trump being elected, what else you got?
yeah. Donald Trump has been elected Suge Knight. You familiar with him? Suge, my man?
Only just in name only.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, you know, he's
not
the
my world.
Yeah, he's the big time, you know, rap producer.
Get to it.
Yeah. Well, Suge Knight is suing Dr. Dre, claiming
course
he
he is.
hired a hitman to kill him. Suge says he had a lifetime management deal with Dre, which entitled him to a 30% cut of Dre's entertainment earnings. Dre's solution, according to Suge and his new lawsuit, was to hire a hitman and kill him during the 2014 VMAs. Now, why is it always during the it's always some, you know, you'd think you'd do it more secretly, like during the what was it, the Tyson fight is when Suge and Tupac got killed. Or not, Tupac got killed, Suge got shot, and then this is during the VMAs. And Suge was actually shot 7 times in the abdomen, but recovered. And the suit claims that L.A. County Sheriff's deputy questioned a man named T Money,
Of course.
very original, about the shooting, and he told investigators he was paid by Dre to kill Suge.
Why are you playing the Pina Colada song like that?
So anyway, yeah, Suge got killed, or Suge got shot, and he's claiming that Dr. Dre is a shooter. I miss the days when gangster rappers just did their own shooting and killing. I thought that was the whole idea. You don't hire hitmen when you're from the street.
I don't claim to be from that world, so that's maybe why I don't understand.
Right.
But and I'm not from these other worlds either, really. But I mean, like, you know, country western fucking people, they don't go out and hunt each other down with shotguns. You know,
No.
rock and roll people, they'll piss and bitch and moan about each other, but they're kind of like basketball players. They look the part, but then they don't really want to fight.
Right. Yeah.
Why is it these guys want to actually like fucking kill each other? Who cares?
Well, in most cases, I
You're
don't
all making money.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're still making a shitload of money. I
Yeah.
mean, in this case, Dre had to pay 30% to Suge, but Suge kind of got him where he was, or helped anyway, I think. But a 30% cut, I guess that's justified to send a hitman. And
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
but somebody's going to inherit that 30% regardless, right? You kill Suge, Suge's family is going to get the 30%, I would think.
Here's the thing. It's all about the fucking rep for these guys and the street cred and all these other stupid fucking things that don't matter.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I know it's a black thing, and I know maybe to a slight lesser degree like a Hispanic thing, but fucking stop. Come on,
Yeah.
who cares?
Right.
Us white people don't care. We don't have any cred.
Take our 30%. Yeah.
It's okay to not have cred. We have, as long as we have money.
You got, yeah.
I don't need cred. Just need money, and don't shoot at me, and I'm good. But what do I know?
Yeah.
Every fucking thing.
Everything.
That's what I know. What else you got?
Well, here's something. Oral sex may lead to cancer. Now this is, and when
I'm a dead man.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
Dead man walking.
Now, ladies, don't worry. This isn't when you perform oral sex on us. This is when we do it on you.
Oh, I'm safe then.
So yeah.
I never do it.
Researchers have found that some cancers of the throat can be caused by a certain type of human papillomavirus, HPV, as it's known, which can be sexually transmitted. The malignant tumors in the mouth and throat caused by the HPV virus have risen dramatically among men, according to a report released last week. Now,
have you noticed that you could speak fluent English until you go to read something, and then when you go to read print, you just turn into a
it's like
fungo. It's like a Martian talking to a fungo.
It's like I'm actually performing oral sex while I'm trying to read the news.
Is that what it's like?
It is.
Wow. Sorry, Nat. What is that? Okay, make it stop.
Just a little sound effect for the.
Make it stop.
Now, most sexually active men and women become infected. Most people do. They get infected with this virus, but at some point during their lifetime, but they clear it in about 2 years if you get infected. But there are a small portion of those infected.
Okay, I can't concentrate on anything you're saying because of that stupid effect, which is now turned into music. And now back to the affecting. Make it stop.
That better? It's a different.
No,
there's a lion in there now. Anyway, so you say you're okay, right? You're not worried about this.
Yeah, I can count the times on one hand that I've even done that. So I'm probably safe.
Okay, well,
last time I did that, I believe my wife's response to me is, "Am I being licked or weatherproofed?" So I stopped.
He stopped, and that was that, huh?
Yeah, she wasn't sure if I was trying to pleasure her or trying to like paint a fence.
Right.
So I just quit.
Well, it's good to know.
Yeah, TMI. TMI.
Now,
how do you choose your stories that you decide to cover up? By the way, that's quite the gambit there.
I'm not sure. From Shug to... Oh, one thing about... You know what I forgot to mention about Shug? You know he was a UNLV football player?
Of course he was.
Yeah. So,
what is it with you?
My boy Shug. So, also in the news, New York Opera halted after human ashes sprinkled into pit. You hear about that? You hear about this, Jer? You hear the story? At the New York's Metropolitan Opera halted an afternoon performance after an audience member sprinkled what was suspected to be cremated ashes onto the orchestra. Several audience members said a man told them he was there to release the ashes of a friend. The man has been identified as 54-year-old Jerry White. No, he's been identified and authorities are trying to reach him. So...
You are a fucktard.
So, you gotta watch out, you know. You're in the orchestra. I would think that you're dumping your friend's ashes. I'm assuming the friend loved the opera, right? I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, okay.
And you're dumping it in the pit, but eventually that's just going to be vacuumed up, right? That's not really an eternal resting place. And then from that point it goes into the trash. I don't know if that guy thought this through too much.
It sounds like he just should have thrown it in the trash can behind the Metropolitan Opera and called it even.
And
just skip the middleman.
Skip all the trouble, yeah. So.
Yeah, whatever. He's dead. He wouldn't know.
So. Anyway, that's the news.
That's the news. Not a moment too soon. So on the way to Laughlin,
right?
I think I picked it up when we were in Vegas. The soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So we're playing the soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy, and it comes across to the Pina Colada song.
Right.
Which I don't remember what part of Guardians that was in, but I do remember hearing it.
Oh, it was I don't know. What am I saying?
So it's okay though. It's okay to admit that you don't fucking know. At least you didn't come in. That was exactly.
I'll tell you right now.
1 hour 83 minutes in, where you know.
You know what? It was actually, I think it was at the end when they all flew off together. They were like, you know, they had saved the day and they were going into space to find their next adventure. Wasn't it then?
So have you ever truly listened to the Pina Colada song all the way through?
No.
You know how it goes, right?
It has something to do with.
He reads an ad in the paper.
Right.
He goes. He wants to meet this person at a bar because they like the same things. He's tired of his wife. He wants to run away with this other person.
Turns out it is his wife.
Turns out it is his wife.
Yeah.
And they meet at the bar. And the part where it turns into bullshit is how they're both really cool about it. And like, oh, I didn't know you were into that. Well, I didn't know you were into that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the silliest.
And they
fucking, you fucking whore. You were going to fucking run away from me because, oh, well, you're a dick.
Yeah, but you were going to run away.
That's how that song
I guess that's
supposed
sort of,
to end.
Right.
But this bullshit fairyland ending they put in it, I can't stand it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's
Someone should write the actual Pina Colada song, how it really should end.
Well, there probably is a hidden third verse, fourth verse, whatever.
There probably is, or you know for a fucking fact.
There's a fourth verse, and I'll tell you how it goes later on.
Yeah. Let's talk about trailers, even the ones I don't want to talk about.
There have been a few trailers that dropped. And one of them, we'll start with Triple X3.
Why do you want to start with... Okay, go ahead. Get it out of the way.
Well, I mean, I was kind of happy that it was coming back. I was kind of excited about that. Cause
you like the first one?
I sort of...
You just wanted to see what's-his-face get to work.
Yeah, I was just happy that Vin Diesel is working and he's, you know... He's basically making this a franchise.
If he's not doing...
Fast and Furious.
No, not even that. I never care about those movies. If he's not doing like the pitch black character, then I don't care.
Oh yeah, Riddick.
Riddick.
Yeah,
If he's
yeah.
not doing Riddick, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So you're into the Riddicks. You like the Riddicks.
I like the Riddicks,
Yeah.
but that's about the only thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's good in Guardians for what he does.
Because he voices a tree.
I am Groot. I don't even think he's going to be in this next
How hard
one
would
because
that be?
the next one's just a baby Groot. So.
That's like the easiest paycheck ever.
Right, yeah.
You go into the booth and you say, I am Groot, and then about 15 different inflections and cash your fucking check.
And walk out, yeah. And you can say, I'm part of the Marvel Universe now.
Fantastic.
I'm there. Well, I think I enjoyed the first Triple X. I never saw the second one with Ice Cube. I don't know. But watching this trailer, it seems like we're being thrown back into the time when extreme sports were huge, and
How is this different than Fast and Furious?
Well, he instead of being cars, he's on skis and he's on a motorcycle underwater, and he's on roller skates.
So it's just a matter of different vehicles.
It's all that's what extreme. I guess he goes through all the extreme sports. I guess the X Games.
Whatever.
It's all that X because you get thrown back into that era in the '90s where it was X this, everything's extreme X.
It's like watching a 2-hour power drink commercial.
Right, yeah.
Like-
It's Monster Energy.
I don't watch the 2-minute ones. Why would I watch the 2-hour ones?
So I don't know. So I'm not sure, but it's Samuel L. Jackson in a way.
Come on, Sam, you're better than that.
Yeah. It seems like he's almost playing.
Try to look dope doing it.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, Sam's black, but even when he says "try to look dope," doing, he sounds like a fucking white guy. Sam, stop saying the word dope.
Now, try to look dope while you're doing it, kids.
It's horrible.
So I don't know. Then we had what else did we have, trailer-wise?
Pick something better.
We had a well, I don't know if it's better, but
No,
Valerian.
That's moving sideways.
Valerian,
Yeah.
planet of 1,000 faces. Planet. City of 1,000 planets,
or
which
whatever.
seems backwards, but whatever.
Yeah.
So that is, I think it's based on a book, maybe a famous fantasy, sci-fi.
The guy that directed Fifth Element.
Yeah,
is
and
doing-
Lucy.
And Lucy, which I liked, and not just because.
Of course you did. Yeah,
Not just because Scarlett
Scarlett's
was in it. I thought it was actually a decent movie.
Right.
But if you've seen Fifth Element, the trailer looks totally like Fifth Element. It has that same total
Same
look
element,
to it.
yeah.
Kind of like Force Awakens has the same look that like Star Trek did, the
Yeah.
reboot,
Yeah.
because Abrams has that same look to it. It's the same. It has
The
that
lens
same
flares
look.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see it. But it's like they're two kids that are. They're not old enough to fucking drive, but they're old enough to fly their own spaceship and save the fucking universe.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, okay, come on. No. But whatever.
I'm guessing it's maybe it's is it a kids movie? Is it?
Maybe
Maybe
because
it's kids sci-fi.
it's like, okay, the universe is in trouble. We need a hero. Oh, there's the Mickey Mouse Club. Let's fucking get Antoinette
Yeah.
and Joey.
And
You guys come save the fucking. No, come on.
Right. Yeah.
So will I go see it? Yeah.
Of course,
Do I
it's
have
sci-fi.
to? Do I have to like it? No. Will I like it? Probably not.
No.
But
You might be pleasantly surprised. Visually, it kind of looks cool. There's some cool visuals, but then again, it's by the guy that did Fifth Element. So yeah, it's
my wife hates that fucking movie.
really.
Fifth Element. She can't stand it.
Maybe she's just jealous of what's her face.
What was her name? What was the girl's name in that movie? One that did all the Resident
All the
Evils.
Resident Evils
She was the Russian chick. Then she was.
Yeah.
She was at the top of her hotness
at that time.
At that
yeah,
time.
yeah.
She was smoking fucking hot.
Right. Yep.
Multi,
Mia Jovovich?
multi-pass. There you go.
Yeah.
Multi-pass.
yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass. So, and then another Wonder Woman trailer came down the pipe, and that one fucking looks pretty cool. I know you said, hey, you're gonna reserve. Thank you. I'll reserve judgment.
It's a DC movie.
Till
I'm
after the
forced
movie,
to.
right?
I don't have
yeah.
any choice.
But I'm saying this is or I'm thinking this is looking good. This movie.
Well, it's got Captain Kirk in it, so that can't.
It's
hurt.
got Kirk. It's got Gal. Yeah. They did it. It's kind of cool because there's a little nod to the first Superman movie, the 1979 Superman, where they're in the alley, and somebody shoots at them or shoots at Pike. What's Steve Trevor, And she goes and blocks it with the thing with the bands.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a little nod to the
Well, you
1970s.
stammered through that one.
Right.
You know the thing with the gig and the deal. You know the thing. And the,
it's a nod to that movie that with the guy and the girl, and they're in the alley and somebody shoots. And
that was some informative shit right there.
Well, I'm just saying that there's a nod to the '79 Superman movie, and that looks cool. And apparently Amazons aren't bulletproof. It looks like one of them's getting shot. Like you see the Archer swinging by. From the looks of it, looks like maybe Wonder Woman is a little more enhanced than the rest of them, which you assume she is, because she's what?
If you've seen Keeping Up with the Joneses, you would know she is.
Oh, she's enhanced, baby.
She's enhanced. My lord.
So, but
bada bing, bada boom.
But what's the?
Like I would have any idea what to do with it if I got it.
What's the war there? They're in World War I in this one.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. Touching on that.
The war to not even close to end all wars.
Close to the war that was previously thought to end all wars, but didn't. But only started. It looks like some chemical warfare happening. You get. I think Dr. Poison is the villain, and she's testing out some chemical weapons that destroy the gas mask.
Speaking of which, I ate some seafood tonight that I'm not sure
right.
agreed with me. So I want to wrap this up. Get your own chemical warfare.
Wrap up this pig. So.
Well, not the pig, maybe, but the trailer pig, anyway. My mic keeps cutting out. I think because I'm coming over the top of it. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, oof.
Coming over top.
Hear that? Oof.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think? I mean, you got high expectations. Well, you've already told me. I'd say this.
I would ask you, but you've already told me. I don't want to hear your fucking stupid opinion again.
I don't know. I think Wonder Woman's going to. That's going to be DC's gateway drug. That's going to be the one that knocks it out of the park. And
well, at the very least, it's got hotness.
Yeah.
Wrapped up before it ever starts, so they've at least got that. I don't know where else to go with that.
Right.
I can't promise you anything else, but I can promise you hotness.
They'd at least got that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's skip circling back, and we'll go.
I'm not skipping shit.
Okay. Well,
we didn't talk about Arrival. We didn't talk about Passengers.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Keep up with what's going on here, dude. Have you seen the trailer for Arrival? It's supposed to get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Well, that's it's out now. The movie
out
itself.
now. It came out today, or last night, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's got Lois Lane.
I'll be honest. I have not seen the trailer. All I've seen was the poster, but the poster looked cool.
It looks like. When you look at the trailer, the first thing that I think of is like Contact, and I'm like, oh, fuck. It's going to be one of those movies where they spend, 2.5 hours trying to figure out how to talk to the aliens. And at the very end, it's like her dad or something.
Right.
Fucking.
Although Contact was pretty fucking cool movie.
You liked Contact?
Did
you hear what I just said? Jodie Foster spent 2.5 hours building that stupid machine twice.
When I saw Contact was because you told me you got to see this, and then you.
I never said that.
You did. It was.
You were a fucking liar.
We were talking a long time ago, but
you're a liar.
I'm telling you.
You're a liar.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I watched it.
That wasn't me.
Well, all right. It was other kids.
I was washing my hair out of the country.
Out of the country. Okay. So
hopefully it's not that.
Hopefully it's not Contact. Okay. Yeah.
We'll see. Passengers. Now, I know this is supposed to be a problem because they're on this long space voyage.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt and help me out. What's her name?
Jennifer Lawrence
wake up early.
Right. Yeah.
90 years early.
Right.
And so they're trying to figure out how to get back to sleep or whatever. But I mean, if I'm Chris Pratt, I need to think about this for a minute. You got 90 years of, you're the only game in town for Jennifer Lawrence. I'm thinking you don't try too hard to get back in the old bunk again. At least not right away.
Yeah.
See how that shit goes. And if she gives it up,
give it a good 6 months.
Maybe even 9 or a year.
Well, maybe that's the whole story. Is he's stringing her along like he knows how to go back to sleep. And he's like, oh, I'm messing with the controls here. Oops. What's this do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Whoop. Oh, sorry. Oh, that doesn't work. But he knows all along. It's.
But the minute she starts getting bitchy,
And so they're like, oh, I figured it out.
Oh, here it is. Here's the button.
All right, night night.
Good night.
But anyways,
So-
I do have hopes that movie will.
That looks kind of cool.
It looks
Yeah,
kinda
yeah. I'm up for seeing that.
Now we can stop talking about trailers. Now that I've said we're done.
What could we talk about
We can
then?
Well,
What possibly could we talk about after that?
we could talk about my new car purchase experience.
Your second new car purchase.
Yeah, I won't get into all that. The first car I bought was a
First car didn't work.
I had to take it back and have to give me another car. But the car I bought was a Nissan. I won't get into any more of that. But when you buy the car, it comes with instructions for the floor mats. I shit you not.
Well, I mean, technology's advanced.
And it's
these days.
because it's not because everything's in pictures now because
Yeah,
they figured you can't fucking read.
Right. Yes.
So they put it on pictures. So they give you a diagram of how to install your
One
floor
of
mats
those
in your
big
car.
fold out, like, start here.
You know, with here's the right way to do it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
here's the big circle with a line through it for
The wrong way,
to do it.
yeah.
And they show
it's-
you in the picture, floor mat, floor mat, floor mat, floor mat in front of all four seats, and that's the right way to do it. And then
Yeah,
the wrong
yeah.
way to do it, because apparently some idiot did this and probably killed himself, was took all the four floor mats, stuck them in in front of the driver's seat where they jammed the pedals up, and he probably killed himself. And they show that.
They show the head coming off in the diagram of the little
with
stick
the
figure,
circle
right?
and a line through it
And the
saying,
guy-
"Don't do that." It's fucking amazing.
Well, thank you, Nissan.
I want to meet that guy that did that and then had to look at the diagram and go, "Oh fuck,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I get it."
If he would have just fucking done this properly.
I don't want him putting my bike together at Christmas. Fuck, you can't ride that thing 10 feet. Go ahead and do something old. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna mention. I don't know if you watched anything recently old that you of note.
Just my ass.
Really? Yeah. I watched Pump Up the Volume, and that was kind of I kind of forgotten about that movie. But Christian Slater it kind of reminds me of the show here. Christian Slater is a pirate radio host from his basement, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's in high school, and he's got this radio show that broadcasts. I don't know where they're like Tucson or Phoenix or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Arizona. That much I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
What is it with you and high school movies from Arizona?
I know, Can't Buy Me Love, Pump Up the Volume, all two of them. But yeah, I don't know. It's worth a revisit if you've seen it. It kind of reminded me of us. He gets in a little bit of trouble because he gets really popular and he can't talk to people at school. He's very awkward. But when he gets on the radio, he's just
Captain Smooth.
exactly yeah. So and like one girl ultimately figures him out and before you know it, there's parents meetings about this guy because people are selling tapes of him. This was back in the day.
Yeah.
The pre-podcast era. So, and in the end, he gets arrested, and you never.
Back before any fucking schmuck could just talk into a microphone and you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that?
But yeah, that's when people fucking just buy equipment and
People
think they
just
can.
think they're qualified
they can
to
just-
talk about shit and
Yes, they're talk to each other like as if anybody wants to hear that fucking
like
bullshit.
anybody's interested.
So
Idiots.
this was a movie about a time when maybe it mattered because very few could do it. So
possibly you should circle back to see that movie.
I think you
I just
should.
gave you an opening right there.
I think you should. And I'm going to circle back to our Vegas trip. I was thinking of something that was kind of funny.
I'll be the judge of that.
You know how the stars in Vegas, they are big names on the marquee. You got Celine Dion, what's another? Rod Stewart at the Aladdin.
I saw Rod Stewart.
Did you?
I did.
How was that?
He's good.
Really?
He's a soccer fan.
That he is. That he knows.
He loves soccer.
He loves football.
Football.
So you and I were out in North Vegas. We were trying to score, or we went to swap meet.
Trying to score.
We're out of the swap meet, so we're passing by that. I mean, it wasn't even Jerry's Nugget. It was like Dave's Bronze Nugget, or it was some old. Oh, it was like some old bingo palace or something. But they had the big sign marquee, and there I see Meatloaf, $8.49, and I'm like, oh, check it out, Jared. Fucking Meatloaf's playing here, and tickets starting at $8.50. And you're like, what? That's my wife's favorite. Then you realized it's just meatloaf. It's the actual food meatloaf they're advertising on their thing. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
Well, I had a good laugh with it, so
I'm not sure why you brought it up.
I thought I'd bring it back.
No.
Because it was fun.
You feel better now?
Yeah, I do.
Do you feel cleansed? Cleansed of that moment?
Very much so.
Right on.
I feel like I just had a nice colonic in Tijuana.
So
ready to go.
Wow. So you had the brilliant idea of doing an NBA list because that so fits into our little show we do here.
Exactly. Well, I figure...
Lakers are 5-4.
Are they?
They have a winning record.
Woohoo! They're right on their way, man.
Enjoy it now.
Well, I figured, maybe not everybody's an NBA fan or sports fan listening out there.
All three.
Out there in La La Land, out there in all over the world. But I figured when you talk about the top players, people all know them, So I figured, let's figure out our all-time. I was just gonna say starting 5, but I figured maybe you and I might have pretty much the same list when it comes to just the top starting 5.
We may, but we may not.
So we'll do a starting 5, and we'll do a 6-man, and then we'll do 4 more. So we'll do kind of a top 10.
I did starting 5, 6th man, and then I did the 4 players that when they were on their game, there just wasn't shit you could do about it.
You get those guys.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when all hope was lost and everything seemed.
Well, no, just that when these guys were on their game,
yeah,
you might as well just go ahead and go over and sit down because it wasn't going to matter what you did.
Just forget about it, right?
They were just going to fucking punk you out.
Forget about it. So, and a coach. Did you pick a coach?
I did not pick a coach because you told me not to.
Do you think you
didn't tell me to?
You think you could pick one off the cuff?
Off the cuff?
Like, yeah.
I can.
Okay.
I may not.
Do you think if you picked one off the cuff, that would be your actual, choice, or would you think about it later and go, "Oh man, I should have said."
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip coach because you didn't prep me for it, and so.
I think I did. If you go back and look at the text.
Oh God.
I'm just saying. So.
Start your list.
Okay, I'm gonna come in with my all-time starting 5.
Okay.
And
center. Who's your center?
At center, I'm gonna go with Wilt Chamberlain. Will be at the center.
You're already fucking wrong.
How could I be wrong? It's Wilt Chamberlain we're talking about.
I'll explain it to you.
Arguably the greatest ever.
I'll explain it to you a little bit later.
I understand he was a man among boys, and back then people didn't really know how to play, but he did, and he was big. But, 20,000 women can't be wrong.
What? No Trump right there.
It was huge. Jerry was the most luxurious and plush player I've ever seen.
20,000 women.
20,000 women, okay, and it's perfectly fine that he grabbed him by the tits. So I don't know. I say Wilt Chamberlain.
Go ahead.
Starting center.
Continue your wrong list.
Okay. Well, you're not going to think this is wrong. At point.
Why would you go point? You go power forward next.
Okay.
You stupid.
At power forward, Larry Bird.
Yeah, he wasn't even a power forward.
Well, on my team he is because the.
You're a retard.
Well, I gotta pick a starting 5, and I want to put Larry in there. So he was a small
forward.
But see,
if
correct?
You start swapping positions around, you're chickening out.
I'm not completely swapping them. It's just that Larry is going to be starting power forward because the other guy.
He never played power forward.
The other guy was also a small forward.
See, so you are chickening out. You're supposed to make a choice, regardless of how hard the choice was. Who is your best power forward?
I did make a choice.
You can't just kick it to the curb because you want to stick Larry Bird in there.
I'm sure Larry Bird can make it happen.
It's a total white boy choice.
I'm sure Larry knows how to make it happen. What was he? He was a small forward, right?
So who's your small
or he's a shooting guard?
Who's your small forward? Bugsy Bogues?
Hey, now you sound like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bugsy Bogues, hey? Yeah.
Who's your small forward?
Give him the left, Bugs, the left. Say that again?
Who is your small forward?
Dr. J.
He's not a small forward? Well, okay.
He can be.
Fuck, your list is all over the place, dude.
I got Larry, and okay. Larry and Dr. J are on the floor. What position do you want to put them in?
Bent over sideways?
Now who's the gay one?
It's always been me.
Now who's coming up gay?
It's me.
Everything's coming up gay.
Everything's coming up penis.
All right,
shooting guard.
The shooting guard's Michael Jordan.
Well,
perhaps you've heard of him.
You got one right.
Well, my point guard is obviously going to be a point guard.
And who would that be?
That's deep, huh? My point guard is obviously going to be a point guard, yeah. Magic Johnson.
Okay, so you got 2 right.
Right.
Now let me fix your list for you. Okay. Here's the starting 5 that you should have.
Just buy me dinner first.
Center is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I don't know how you could fuck that up.
Right.
Kareem just wouldn't. It's a skyhook, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just sit there and watch him fucking make it over you all night long.
But my dad says he doesn't.
They
play
interviewed
defense.
Moses Malone, and they said, "What's your worst nightmare?" And he says, "Skyhook, skyhook, skyhook." Because what shit you can do about it?
Did Moses play against Will?
Against Wilt?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think
It
so.
doesn't. Anyway, you're wrong.
Okay.
Power forward actually was a power forward. It actually played the position power forward.
I know who you're going to say right now.
Who am I going to say?
Say it first.
Don't look at my list. Who am I going to say?
You're going to say Karl Malone?
No, although a lot of people would go Karl Malone.
Sure.
I'm not going Karl Malone because without John Stockton, I don't know that Karl Malone would have been what he was.
Well, he wasn't once he went over to the Lakers. He was no longer the
Well,
Karl Malone
that
that we
was
all
just-
know.
That was a desperation grab when they brought in Malone and Peyton and was like, come on, guys. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is the power forward.
He was pretty awesome.
And like the ultimate professional and just the champion and just quiet, just did his thing and
yeah.
I mean, wasn't spectacular, but he was the fucking man when it comes to power forward. So you're wrong. Small forward, how do you not put LeBron James as small forward? Are you fucking kidding me? LeBron James could eat Larry Bird or Dr. J's lunch.
You think so?
He's a fucking freight train that you can't do shit about.
Yeah.
They were great players, but they couldn't stop LeBron. No chance in hell.
No way, never.
No way, never.
Okay.
Now you got Jordan right and you got Magic right.
Right.
So I just had to fix your fuck ups.
Okay, thank
Now
you.
go to your sixth
Thank you
man.
for that.
Let's see how bad you fucked up sixth man.
Well, okay, my sixth man. You know how you mentioned when they were on top of their game, type of people.
Yeah.
That's where my sixth man comes in. Now there, I sense, I recognize the fact there's a little bit of bias here.
Just because you said Larry Bird, I'm gonna guess Kevin McHale.
No.
No.
When I say bias, I mean this.
Oh, Len Bias?
No.
He died.
No, not Len Bias. That's funny though.
Thank you. It wasn't funny for him.
Larry Johnson.
Well, okay,
Now,
UNLV.
but in his day, before he got hurt, which was very
I thought Larry
soon.
Johnson started though.
Well, in this case, he's a sixth man. I'm not actually saying actual sixth man.
Well, see, you need to clarify this shit. I actually picked a guy who is the sixth man.
Okay.
God,
Sorry about that.
clarify your list. Steve.
So who did you pick? Tyrone Nesmith?
No. Jamal Crawford.
Jamal!
Jamal Crawford for the
Yeah.
Clippers. The dude, they bring him off the bench and it's like this luxury that no other team has. He's won the award like 3 times.
Yeah.
He is the sixth man.
Okay. Well, what I meant is like what's basically your next top guy that you would want, you know. So basically a starter, but
All right. So,
sorry about that.
what's your other 4 losers that you got wrong?
The last 4, well, I did include Kareem. I know it's funny for Kareem to come off the bench, but yeah,
you're wrong.
Kareem. I got the guy right behind us here, Pistol Pete Maravich.
That's okay.
You know,
Wrong again.
does a lot of good ball handling.
Wow.
Rick Barry,
Really?
94% shooting.
Rick?
The dick.
Rick
Barry. Yeah. Well, you know, hey, guy could shoot, right?
You ever see his free throws? It's fucking embarrassing.
It was a granny ball, right?
It was,
Yeah. But he's got, 94%. If you want that guy, you know, clutch, last second, who's gonna hit the shot? It's gonna be Rick Barry.
Oh, Jerry West. Mr. Clutch.
I guess it. Yeah.
Last one.
And the last one, what are the odds? Karl Malone. I got Karl.
Okay. Now here's the real 4.
Okay.
The 4 guys that if they were on their game, you're just done.
Better than Karl Malone?
This is where Wilt Chamberlain comes in. If Wilt's playing against you and his finger roll's working, you might as well just sit down.
Yeah.
He was just gonna fucking spank you, like he did. Nate.
Like he did 20,000 women.
Yeah. Larry Bird, if he's on, there's no point in even sticking a hand up.
Looks like my list is coming back around.
Yeah, but it's in the right order. People are put in the places they should be.
Yeah.
Shaq. Shaq in his heyday.
Thank you, Jerry.
That wasn't bad, actually.
I played with Kobe. I won a championship.
And now he sells insurance.
Hey guys, want to buy some insurance? I'll get a great deal for you.
And they tried to cram him in that Corvette with a General.
We got life. We got auto.
It's fucking sad.
Don't be raping Kobe.
Sorry.
Wow, we're dark at the
Oh,
end.
sorry.
Don't be raping raping. Now, are you
Let's
telling
just forget
somebody-
it. Let's forget
are you
that.
telling somebody not to rape Kobe, or are you telling Kobe not to
No,
rape anybody
Well,
else?
yeah, he's telling Kobe don't be raping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be raping. You go for your there.
Sorry, this is nothing funny about fucking. Let's move on. Feel dirty.
And you should feel dirty.
Yeah.
Hakeem, the Dream, Elijah Wan.
Hakeem.
Hakeem was the dude, man. He's the center that other centers go to in the off season to learn how to play
Right.
real
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
basketball.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing against it.
Well, it's because I'm right.
Hakeem.
Because I'm the basketball guy.
Yeah.
You're just a part-time fucking basketball dude.
I'm the basketball guy.
I'm the guy.
Okay. Well, I'll buy your list.
All right, you can find
Whatever.
my list for a damn day.
Now, I will. I'll give you 2 seconds to think about a coach, and then I'll say the name of my.
I don't want to name a coach.
Well,
Okay, you want to hear a coach? Okay, here's a coach.
Del Harris.
Del Harris. Really?
I don't.
Why not just go? What the hell's the guy who coaches Phoenix now? The guy that plays no defense whatsoever.
Hell, I don't. You try dragging Lanier and Walton up the floor.
They'll be quoting everything. I don't know.
I
Fuck the coach.
went with John Wooden, even though he's not an NBA coach. I figured.
See now then, okay, this was an NBA list, and now you're going college coach.
Well, it was a basketball list, so naturally your players would be NBA.
All right.
I mean,
I've officially stopped caring at this point. Move on to your geek announcement.
Okay, I'm gonna assign you Dean Smith. We both have college coaches.
You can assign me
Yeah.
fucking whatever. Move on to your geek announcement.
Geek announcements.
I want to go to bed.
Okay. Did you hear about the Rambo reboot in Geek Announcements? There's a Rambo reboot in the works titled New Blood. The new reboot.
That's not that hard of a word.
Well, the new reboot would not see Stallone return as the action hero, which I think is lame. I mean, how do you do Rambo without Stallone? Stallone is Rambo. It's kind of hard to do either Rocky or Rambo without. But you're going to see a younger actor inhabit the role, obviously. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't really need that.
We don't. Nobody does.
I'm kind of good.
It's happening, though.
All right.
So just, if you can't get out of it, get into it.
Sit
Just
back and take it.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
It's about to take it.
Should I go out and protest in the fucking streets?
You could, yeah.
You think that'll make a difference?
Go drag somebody out of their car, beat the shit out of them, and tell them there's no Rambo reboot. Fuck
Make
you.
some signs and shit. And
So yeah.
whatever.
Justice League Dark. Director Doug Liman, our boy who directed Swingers, says he wants to turn the comic book genre on its head. So he said,
By making a good DC movie.
yeah. There you go.
Oh, God. That was too easy.
He said,
Thanks for the assist.
if people want conventional, they don't come to me. It's why doing Invisible was right up my alley. Invisible was some sort of series he did. Because how can you be conventional
Man.
when there aren't even conventions that exist? Whatever that means.
What?
I don't know.
Was he high?
I think so. So he'll be working off a script that was written by Guillermo del Toro, the film's original director, and it's been confirmed that it will be a part of the current DC film universe. Because there were doubts about that, I guess, originally. But yeah, it's all going to be all in one, you know.
Do you really want to be associated with those other...
Yeah, I know, really.
Probably safer with a standalone pick.
So, and then Edge of Tomorrow sequel we're getting.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
see that. I like that movie.
And once again, Doug Liman teases Edge of Tomorrow. He says it will revolutionize how people make sequels. So I guess he's turning the time travel genre on its head. So he said, and second of all, it's a sequel that's a prequel. So
Being a time travel movie.
I guess it could be. It could be both.
Sure.
You could jump forward, back. It could be a sequel, a prequel, and everything in between. But then again, I don't know. What do you think? It's going to be a prequel, a sequel that's a prequel. Does that mean that we're going to be getting? It's going to be happening before the events of Edge.
Dude, don't overcomplicate it.
Well,
it a sequel can be a prequel.
it can.
I mean,
And it will.
The Phantom Menace was a sequel. That was a prequel.
There was a prequel. Yeah. So all this time travel shit that happens to Tom Cruise happened prior to the events.
Don't fry your brain.
Okay. Now, Deathstroke actor Joe Manganiello says the Batman, the movie, the Batman coming out that he's going to be in, takes the franchise in a whole new direction. So he's going to be turning the Batman, turning the Batman
Inside Out
franchise on its head.
Mm.
He says, when I met with Ben, we sat down and we talked about the movie. His take is a fresh take. His take is a fresh take. And I think the audience is going to be surprised. So it's because it's a road that no one's really gone down. So whatever that means. All these movies are going to be blowing our minds. They're going to be turning things on the head.
You think it's going to start getting really complicated for Ben because he's going to forget what Batman he is and what movie he's doing?
Probably so.
It's going to get really kind of cloudy.
I would imagine.
Am I Frank Miller Batman? Am I Deathstroke Batman? Am I Justice League Batman? Am I buttfuck Batman?
Yes, Ben, you're buttfuck Batman. So let's action.
And that's a wrap.
Now, Deadpool 2, Tim Miller. I don't know if you heard the director exited
I
the
heard.
over the budget.
That's a mistake.
Too much. Yeah, he wanted too much money in the budget. I would say just take the money. Do you have to spend it? Like if you get the budget, do you have to use it? I don't know. So, but now following his exit, the composer has also left. So composer Tom Holkenborg, who also goes by the name Junkie XL,
Of course he does.
Friends with Team Money, announced that he's decided to opt out of the upcoming film following the departure of Tim Miller. So we're going to have a new composer, we're going to have a new director. But as
long as we have the same writers.
As long as we got writers.
Who fucking cares?
And Ryan Reynolds, yeah. I think we're going to be all right. So
that was a mistake, dude.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he blew it.
Yeah, you blew it.
So that's not a lot has been announced. Nothing other than that. Not a lot of really exciting announcements, but it's about what I could scrape up.
Awesome. Can I go to bed now?
Well, I think you just about can. Awesome. Although what's on the email circuit? Anything? You got any emails for us?
I have nothing, dude. No one loves us anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't look hard enough because I see 2idleeffect@yahoo.com, which is our email address. It'd be nice if you sent us. From Inside Apple at apple.com, The Art of Giving. If it's on their list, it's on ours too. Make their holiday wishes come true this year with the perfect gifts from Apple.
What?
It was a spam email. That's all we got.
They were trying to sell us something?
Basically, yeah. Thank you, Apple.
Do they know how poor we
Basically, they just got free advertising. So, know what I noticed on our email when you go to look at it, though? There is a spot where it says Yahoo email forwarding is back. And it's like with exclamation point. Was there a time where you couldn't forward emails with Yahoo email? Like, that seems, like, why would they have done away with it?
I don't know, man. I want to go to bed.
Well, it's great to know that we can forward emails once again. So
I have to get up early and go garage sailing.
You gonna do that tomorrow?
I am.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Dark 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, that being said, let's close it out. Let's wrap this pig.
Let's wrap this pig.
Okay.
I'm gonna go do what I do while you do whatever the hell it is you do. Oh, Pina Colada song.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, everybody.
Time, guys.
Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Podbean, iTunes.
Nuggets.
Email us at idleeffect@yahoo.com. And thank you for joining us on this episode number 16.
Oh,
of the
Sweet 16.
What?
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Oh, yeah. It's our quinceañera today.
Can't even spell quinceañera. Bye-bye.
So long, folks.